welcome back to my channel and thanks for hanging out with me today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about all the anime that I've watched for this summer and just tell you guys my overall thoughts. The only one that I'm not gonna include in this video will be Persona 5 the animation, but that's just because I had so much to say about it that I had to do a separate video by itself. That way this video wouldn't be so long. Anywho, I will put like down in the description where I start talking about each anime down below, that way you guys don't have to like sit here and like hear me ramble on about each one for who knows how long this video is gonna be. But yeah, that way if you guys are just interested in hearing about my overall thoughts on one of them, then yeah, just check out the thing and I'll put the time where I start talking about the like all the other anime. And yeah, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the ones that I ended up dropping. So let's start off with the first one, which would be Harukana Receive. So Harukana Receive, I tried to like it and it just was not my cup of tea, unfortunately. I just really wasn't feeling it after 2 episodes. Like, it was really beautiful, like the animation and everything, and I was really hoping to enjoy myself, but I just, like I said, for some reason I just couldn't. I don't really know what it was. I just wasn't feeling it with, as I said, and what I mean when I'm not feeling it, it's just I felt like I was pushing myself to watch this anime that I knew fully that I wasn't really enjoying to the fullest. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna like push myself to finish this. So I decided to drop it. Only after 2 episodes, but that's because, like I said, I don't know, I just really wasn't feeling it. Like, that's the best as I can describe it. Anyway, moving on to the next one that I dropped, which is the 100 Sleeping Princes. So this one I actually did like at first, but then as 7 episodes went by, I wasn't feeling it. I just kind of got bored with it after a while because it just got really repetitive to the point where I was just like, okay, like, it's the same thing over and over, just with different characters in each episode. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like, you really, really have to love the main characters, which honestly I forgot their names. You have to like the princess that's in this, and then you have to like the other 2 princes that join her along, and the little, I don't know what animal that thing is. It looks like a bunny. I guess he's a bunny, I don't know. But yeah, I definitely think you have to like those certain characters because they're the only ones that like that we follow throughout the whole entire season. But like I said, it's the same thing. They go into town, they fight these little evil spirit dream eaters, whatever the heck they're called. They meet some new princess. The princess gives them a little bit of like a power up, and then they save the day and they move on to the next city. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I don't know how it ended, so if you guys finished it, let me know how it ended and if you liked it, because unfortunately I did not like it. I really wanted to like it though, so I was a little disappointed in this one. Anyway, I think that is the final one that I ended up dropping, so not too bad. Okay, so now that I started off with the ones that I didn't like, let's go ahead and talk about the ones that I did like. So let's start off with Hanebado, because this one, I was just kind of like in the middle with this one. I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. So the reason why I was kind of in the middle with this one, but I am glad that I finished it. I really did overall enjoy the ride. It was pretty enjoyable, but what I didn't like was Ayano's character. She is the only thing that I did not like about this. And the reason why I didn't like her is because her character turns like a whole complete new leaf. Where, you know, at the beginning she's like this sweet little girl, but then she turns into like this very evil brat. And she's always like bad-mouthing her teammates and everything. And then, I don't know, it was really, really weird to me. And speaking of a character that completely changed, they also did the same thing with Connie. Like, she was just I don't want to say an evil brat, but she was kind of like a little bit bratty. When she meets Ayano, she knows who she is and everything, and she just like does not like her, but then all of a sudden she just turns like a new leaf and she's really sweet to Ayano. So I don't know, like I thought that was like really weird. Like I get the whole situation with Ayano and Connie and everything, but it's kind of like, why do that like after? I don't know. Especially because with Ayano, I honestly thought that she was going to like she was really, you know, enjoying herself with her teammates, and she was finding a new meaning with her teammates, and she was enjoying, like I said, she was enjoying herself, and she wasn't caring about her mom. And I thought that she was gonna like not let her mom define herself with that, and she was finding like a new meaning to badminton, I guess. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that wasn't the case. Ayano was just mainly focused on how her mom abandoned her. And then also another thing that was really weird was the whole mom situation too. Like it just didn't make sense either. I get why she left her, but at the same time it's like, really? So I don't know. I think the reason why Hanebado was like enjoyable for me was because I really enjoyed Nagisa. Nagisa's character development was really, really good. And on top of that, like the matches were really, really nicely animated. Like they were really good and I loved it. But like I said, it's just Ayano's really weird and bratty, smart mouth self just kind of like ruined it for me a little bit. But I think it was because of Nagisa. It kind of balanced it out for me enough to continue watching it. Alright, moving on to the next anime that I enjoyed, which is Cells at Work. So this one I enjoyed the most. Well, not the most, but more than I thought I would. And it was so informative, and honestly I honestly sometimes like did not know what the hell they were talking about because I haven't had a science class since high school. So that was like about 5 years ago. Jesus, I'm old. Anyways, I think the only one that I really understood and enjoyed the most, that I liked, and like because I think I understood like what was going on, was like the heat stroke one and the what was it? The allergy one were the ones that I loved the most out of Cells at Work. I mean, all of the episodes were really good and well done. And obviously I did understand, but just like the whole like details that they go into it with the, like each cell that was like what their job was specifically. Like I honestly don't even remember most of their jobs anymore, but like it was really enjoyable, and I liked how like they kept you informative, as I said. That way you know like what's going on. The only thing that I really have to say that I wish they did with Cells at Work was that Funimation would have dubbed it. I feel like they definitely missed out on that. Like I don't know, like I feel like they definitely would have missed out, and I would have loved a dub for Cells at Work, and who knows, maybe in the future they'll do it. But yeah, I definitely think it was a missed opportunity on Funimation's part for sure. Moving on to the next one that I want to talk about, which is Angels of Death. So this one, it has 4 more episodes left. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it anyways. But I don't know, like I said, there's 4 episodes left, so I don't know how it's gonna end. But so far, I really enjoy it, and I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I was, honestly. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it, and surprisingly, I really enjoyed it. The opening, I feel like it doesn't fit it, but the ending, it really fits it. It like has like that perfect creepy vibe to go with this anime for sure. And I feel like they should have aired this during the fall season instead of the summer, because I mean, fall, October, Halloween, spooky season, man. So they definitely missed out on that, but oh well. Regardless, I absolutely love this anime, and it's been so much fun to watch. I think my favorite floor from this series would have to be Kathy's, because that one was just so much fun to watch in my opinion. But yeah, like Kathy really made it really entertaining for sure. Out of like all the floors, that one was definitely my favorite. Even my brother watched it, which I was actually kind of surprised that he even picked it up. He's like, oh, have you watched Angels of Death? Like he was so excited, and I think his favorite too was Kathy. But yeah, like it was really good. But I mean, like, come on, like my brother doesn't really watch a lot of anime, so for him to like pick up Angels of Death and for him to really like it, that says a lot. So yeah. As I said, I really enjoyed it. And right now where it left off, we're finding out more about Rachel, so I am very curious to find out more about her, because they kind of gave us like a little hint on the last episode, like what happened to her parents. But I still don't know what's gonna happen next and everything. Like, it's been such a fun ride. So yeah, and then on top of that, I didn't think I would care for Zach as much as I do now. As the episodes go on, like, you can't help but care for this character, and I love him. And also, like, his voice actor does such a fantastic job. Like, he makes him sound so creepy and scary, and I love it. I am here for it. Yes. Anywho, that's enough about Angels of Death, because like I said, there's still a few more episodes left, so I can't really say for sure how I'm gonna feel for it. So I guess if you want to find out how I felt with the last 4 episodes, check out my Twitter, because I'll probably tweet out how excited I was for it. Anywho, let's go on to the next one. Alrighty, so I have 2 more left that I want to talk about, and let's go ahead and talk about a free Dive to the Future. I know I did Let's Talk, which is basically just me telling you guys my overall thoughts on each episode, and just me geeking out and being excited about free. So I really enjoyed that, you know, doing that. I know like some of my videos didn't get like a lot of views, but honestly I did not care, just because of how excited I was to talk about free with you guys. So yeah, I was just really happy. I know not a lot of people like this season, and I totally understand, but there are some people that kind of take it to the next level where they're just being like a little too mean, in my opinion. But I try not to focus on that too much, because it just kind of like ruins it for me. Like, you know, like it sucks the fun out of like me enjoying free. So like I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm not gonna read anymore, and just yeah. But it was mainly like on Tumblr really where the negativity was at. But other than that, like I said, free Dive to the Future was such a fun ride. I loved getting to see the high-speed characters all grown up, and just seeing who they are now and where they're at. Asahi, I know we didn't get like a whole bunch of details, but I mean, like, he's still the same old Asahi that we know and love from High Speed. And then Ikuya, I feel like that was the one that changed the most. But like, free Dive to the Future made me care so much for Ikuya, and I loved it because honestly, I did not care for Ikuya in High Speed at all. Like, he just, I don't know, for some reason, like, I really didn't care much for him. But as I said, this season made me care so much about this boy, and I'm here for it. So now he's like one of my favorite top characters for sure. I definitely think he's like my 3rd favorite. Like, it goes from Rin, Asahi, and then Ikuya for sure. So yeah, like, I love Asahi's cheerfulness, and it just, I don't know, like, he's just such a fun, cheerful character, and that's why I like love Asahi. And on top of that, he's like not afraid to say what's on his mind. And one thing I do want to add is I really do wish we would have seen more of Iwatobi and Rin, but I totally get why they focused on the high-speed characters, because they're really the ones that we haven't seen. And this is where like the fandom kind of splits, because they were pretty angry that we didn't get to see Nagisa and Rei, which is totally understandable, and a lot of people were like really upset that we didn't get to see a lot of Rin either. But like, I don't know, like for me personally, like I wasn't upset that we didn't get to see a whole lot of Rin. I don't know why. Like, you would think that I would, because I absolutely love Rin, and you think I would be like a little bit sad that we didn't get to see Rin. But I really don't feel that way. Like I said, I genuinely enjoyed it, and I think it's because they made me care for Ikuya. Because honestly, going into this, I was just like, Ikuya. But like I said, they made me care for him, and yeah, but I mean, it's free, so of course they're gonna make you care for their characters. Like, when do they not? Like, there's always a certain character that I don't like at first, and then they make me like it. So yeah, the only thing I gotta say is I wish it would have been a little bit longer though, for sure. Just because we got 2 new characters, well 3 if you count the Mikoshiba sister, towards the end, which was like a little bit like, aw, you know, but I definitely wish we had more time with these characters, which, again, it's not a big deal because I know we'll see them again in 2020, which I'm very excited. It's a long way from now though, but I am very excited that we at least know we're getting more free in the future. And on top of that, like, I'm still a little bit angry that they like left us on a cliffhanger. Like, I really wanted to see that match between Haru and Rin. I know that's what everyone was looking forward to the most, but like, I know we'll see it in 2020, hopefully. And also, I really love seeing how much Haru has changed this season. Specifically, like, I feel like he's grown so much from the past 2 seasons. it's such a beautiful growth to see, and see like how everything that Haru went through, he's learned from his mistakes, and it's made him who he is today. Because like holy, like he freaking did the I am, like Mr. I only swim free. Like we wouldn't have seen that if it wasn't for Ikuya, honestly. And I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that. You know, I don't know, like maybe like that's just my opinion. I don't know. Like, yeah. Like each character brings something out of Haru, and I think that's why I love Free 2 the most. Why it's one of my favorites, because each thing that happens, it makes Haru just stronger and it makes him grow, like I said. And yeah, the music was amazing, but like when is the music in Free not amazing? And it was really nice seeing this whole college setting. It felt so different from their high school, obviously, but like it was, I don't know, like I felt like it was way more intense than it was with their high school setting for sure. Like it's such a different world. And next in 2020, we're off to the global stage and I'm excited. Alright, moving on to the last one that I want to talk about, which is My Hero Academia Season 3. So My Hero Academia, I mean, come on, it's My Hero Academia. I mean, why wouldn't I like it? But the first part to the second part was definitely a big change of setting, because it was so intense at first and then like it calmed down and it was so slow. Like it wasn't a bad thing. I still enjoyed the second part, but like it was so different, and like I don't know, like I feel like we went from here and then to like right here. Like, does that make sense? But like it was still enjoyable though. And I personally watched the dub because I absolutely love the dub. At first I wasn't too sure about trying the dub when it first came out, but I'm so glad I gave it a chance because I absolutely love it, and it's one of Funimation's best dubs, I think, personally. Because the voice actors make it so entertaining. Like the first half they dubbed it like each week as the sub went on, and for the second part, even though I watched it in sub form, like I always went back to watch the dub, because even though like this never happens with me, because I always have to choose whether I want to watch sub or dub, otherwise I won't watch like the other. Like if I choose to watch sub, I won't watch the dub at all. Even though if I like it, I like won't watch it, because it's kind of like I already watched it, why would I want to watch something that I've already seen? Like I don't know, like that's just my mentality. I don't know, but like the voice actors just make it so entertaining, and seeing their performance just makes it like super enjoyable, guys. Like I cannot tell you guys that enough, to the point like where I'm like rewatching the same episodes over and over again. Especially the Deku vs. Kacchan part 2. Oh my gosh, can I just say like Clifford Chapin did such a fantastic job with that. His performance, like, it killed me. Oh my gosh, like I cannot stress that enough. Like it was so well done. And when I watched it in sub form, that was like the one thing that I was excited about. I was like, oh my freaking gosh. Like I was like freaking out, because I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to see his performance, because he does such a well job. Like he does such a I can't even speak. He does such a good job with Bakugo. So that's why I was really excited. And I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this. And he freaking nailed it. I was like in tears and I was left speechless. I could not find the right words when I watched that in the dub form. Like it was so spectacular, and like it was way better than what I imagined for sure. Like it's great, guys. Like if you haven't seen it, like at least watch that episode dub, because it's so fantastic and definitely one of my favorite performances from Clifford Chapin for sure to date. So yeah, Jesus, this lighting. But yeah, and one thing I gotta say before I end this final note, please don't tell me or tweet me anything about the manga. I keep seeing stuff about the next arc from the manga and seeing screenshots, and I'm just like trying to scroll as fast as possible. I did like end up like muting Mito and all the new characters that we got introduced, like the big three and then Overhaul. I had to mute like those words and stuff like that, just because, so it won't show up on my Twitter, so I won't get spoiled, because I want to go into this blind for the next arc. I don't know what's gonna happen. I like, the only thing I know obviously is Mito's quirk. I don't know anything about the big three really, or in their quirks. I don't know about Overhaul's quirk, or anything that's gonna happen. I do know one major thing that's gonna happen because it was like all over my Twitter towards the beginning of the year, I think. I can't remember, like or towards the middle of the year, something like that, to the point where I was like, really? Because I hadn't read the manga up to there at all. Like the last page that, or last few pages that I read, which was the Deku versus Kacchan. So I'm not caught up. So I definitely want to like go into this surprised for sure. And yeah, like that's all I really gotta say. So like it's been really hard to like be on Twitter, honestly, because even when I mute these like the name of the characters and everything, they still somehow pop up because people are so mean. I'm sorry, it's okay. It's fine, I just scroll past it. Usually spoilers don't bug me, but like I said, I just want to be surprised for this next arc. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. And a little bit scared because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, I do know one major thing that does happen, but I'm not gonna say because if you're an anime only, I don't want to spoil it at all, but who knows. But at this point I feel like everybody knows, but at the same time I want to be safe and not ruin it because it was ruined for me and I was pretty devastated when I found that out. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so that's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my overall thoughts about each anime that I watched this summer of 2018. And yeah, so that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!